This is Roundhay Park. For 150 years, it's been a place of entertainment, escape, and exercise for the citizens of Leeds. But how did it get here? What's the history of the land you're walking on?
In the medieval times, the land was private and used for hunting. If you were caught poaching, you would be punished.
The land was owned by various families before being put up for sale in 1871. The mayor of Leeds, John Barron, recommended that it be bought as a park. In 1872, 50,000 people walked to support the purchase of the land, known as the Great People's Demonstration. As the council barrister said in a speech, "Populations of this kind should have some place where fresh air could be obtained, where the people could see green trees and green fields, and if they could enjoy a sight of water, so much the better. Because in Leeds, trees absolutely refused to grow. They had their pores choked with smoke from morning to night that they could not breathe."
And so, in 1872, after spending 130,000, just over 8 million in today's money, to buy the land for the people of Leeds, 100,000 people came to see Prince Arthur officially open the park.
Oh, this is our opening day. This is our opening day. Hurrah, hurrah, hurrah. Hurrah, hurrah, hurrah. We welcome our royal Prince Arthur, hurrah. For this is our opening day.
It's hard to believe that this playing field was once used as an airfield. Known today as Soldiers Field, the first plane took off here in 1909 and was flown by aviation pioneer Robert Blackburn, who built planes for the Royal Air Force in the First and Second World Wars. The field became known as Soldiers Field due to the soldiers meeting there in the First World War. I can't help but wonder if they used the field to play cricket in their downtime as we do today.
There's lots of forms of entertainment and many of them are very common. Some new and present like adventure trails, skating parks, playgrounds and hidden areas. For example, the summer house, fake castle and bridge. Some people like to go cycling around the park or have picnics, and others may just go to use it as a place to meet up with friends. Some pathways of entertainment were donkey rides, brass bands in the bandstand, as well as having evening tea outside. So not only does this park have a lot of history, it also has many forms of entertainment.
Roundhay's very own Waterloo Lake is the largest man-made lake in Europe and covers up to 33 acres. But who made it? Well, it was constructed by soldiers who returned from the Battle of Waterloo in 1815, hence the name. Now you might think that this was great for the soldiers, since they were given a job and they were being paid for building the lake. However, some of the soldiers were traumatized from the battle, which didn't do them any good. Surprisingly, Waterloo Lake is almost 60 feet deep and cost £15,000 to be built. In today's money, that's around £700,000.
As well as the lakes, Roundhay Park offered other water attractions. An open-air pool was built in 1907 at the southern foot of Waterloo Lake. By the 1950s and 60s, the Lido drew over 100,000 visitors every summer.
In addition, a steamboat called the Maid of Athens steered the water of the lake, before being replaced by a newer and more streamlined model, the Mary Gordon. Some people believe the wreck of the decommissioned Maid of Athens still lies at the bottom of the lake.
Other events in the park have attracted a mass audience, like the free municipal bonfire and firework displays. A crowd of over 80,000 watched a concert by the Rolling Stones. Genesis, Madonna, Bruce Springsteen, and more recently Ed Sheeran have all played Roundhay.
And Roundhay Park was also the site of the world's first
moving picture captured by Louis Le Prince in 1888.
Thank you for the park for staying steadfast against landowner resistance.
Here, you set a standard for green greatness in Leeds. What was it like way back in 1872 when you were first crafted for community? You must have been a breath of fresh air amidst the industrial smog. All these years later, an invaluable carbon sink against pollution once more. What did they put on your application process for such a concept? This is a grand oasis for wildlife and people, Roundhay Park.
To the people of Leeds 150 years ago, the opening of the park represented a beacon of hope for an otherwise unhealthy and grim city. As we walk and play through the park today, let us hope that it continues to serve the city and its people.
Thank you for the park! Oh, this is our opening day. This is our opening day. Hurrah, hurrah, hurrah. Hurrah, hurrah, hurrah. We welcome all.